Hello everyone and welcome to another Customer Service Champions training video. My name is Tal Schnall. I'm your customer service coach, speaker, and mentor. And today I'm excited to share with you a great topic that many people are asking about, and that is how do we serve each other? How do we serve internal customers who can deliver great service to our external customers? That's a big topic in today's environments where we are moving from solo leadership to a team leadership, where many of us are relying on the support of our team. And so we have to create high performance teams, and that's what internal service is about, is creating high performance teams so we can deliver exceptional service. Customers will rave about us, customers will promote our business, and customers will tell everyone about how great we are. Well, how do we do that? We're really starting on the inside. We start inside our company. And this is very important not only for companies but families too, because everything starts at home. If you start thinking about it, when you go on the outside, you're going to be learning about some things that's happening around you. And that's very important too when you are a business owner to be thinking about, because you may be thinking about, I want to build a great company and I want to build a team. It may be a team of 10 people, 20 people, and you may now be part of a big organization where it's teams of teams, right? So you are part of ongoing environment that has relationships, and this is what we're going to be talking about. I'm going to be sharing with you 4 ways to actually create internal customer experience for you and your employees that work in your organization. And I think all of us can agree that we can do better in terms of serving those employees or your team to the next level. So that's what we're going to be sharing with you today. And I think that there's I welcome your feedback as well, because I want to learn what works for you. What are you doing to serve your internal customers? And I believe that this is a philosophy that was shared by the founder of Marriott, was J.W. Marriott, was saying that if you take care of your employees, they will take care of the customers, and the customers will come back. So this is the philosophy, but there's a lot of work to be done. I think there's what's happening a lot is that we need to move away from slogans and cliches and really do the work. I mean, leadership is hard work, and leadership is a choice to do the work that's necessary. And I think that leadership is at all levels. You may not be the same the same person as the other person as far as your leadership style, but leadership must happen on every level in order for organization to deliver exceptional service. So let's talk about the 4 ways, or the 4 essentials that I think are very important to your leadership and your team, and what's got to happen every day. The first thing that you guys have to agree on is not only the vision and where are we going as a team, but having shared values to guide you in the day-to-day behaviors, right? So now people think, well, we all going to get together and we're going to take this manager's retreat and we're going to agree on the most important values, maybe 5, 6 values that are really important to our company and our organization in order to be successful, right? I mean, this is where we're going, this is what we want to do, this is how we will do it, right? But the key is not to leave those values behind after that manager's retreat, orientation, or onboarding that you're doing with your employees. The key as leader is to see how those values are coming up in a way that's in the day-to-day behaviors, in the day-to-day relationships, in the day-to-day performance. That's where values come to life. And since we want leaders on every level, we need to see how those values show up. So let me give you an example in customer service. In customer service, you can see that if people going the extra mile, or they're giving the +1 experience, or they're doing something for the customer, and that's one of your core values as an organization, is to take care of the customer or go above and beyond to create a delightful experience, you can pretty much see through stories how do those come to life. And the best example to share with you is about Wynn Hotels in Las Vegas. What they do every day is they get together and they do a huddle and they share stories, and they share those stories also in a way that's communicated to the entire company about how how someone lived those values that they talk about, right? What is this as amazing customer service story or even internal customer service that you will be recognized for living those values? Let's talk about number 2, and that is connecting with people on a personal level, or if you call it emotional level. I think that we can all say that our best relationships are the ones that we're emotionally invested in. We're emotionally connected to that person. We really want to get to know this person on a personal level. Doesn't mean you have to know everything about this person, but what you do have to do as a leader is to connect with them on that level that you want to know a couple of things. You want to know what their goals are. You want to know what their aspirations are, because when they bring themselves to work, you know, we all familiar with the Maslow's hierarchy of needs. So once those basic needs are met, now you have to connect with them on the purpose level. Why are they here? What are they trying to achieve? What are you guys trying to achieve together? Because it's not about you, it's about everybody else, and it's about the organization. If the organization is successful, people are successful, and vice versa. So get to know your employees, get to know your team, ask questions, take them to lunch, find out what is on their mind, what do they want to achieve as well about being here. Because if you connect, the key to leadership is connecting the organization purpose and then the employee's purpose. And then if you can marriage those two together, you have a successful organization. And that's one of the things that we have to do more as leaders, is that to find ways to connect on that level, to find out who they are. You know, it's a holistic approach about being whole and trying to find out more about, you know, what does this mean to them, and creating those conversations around connections. The next one is about building trust and candor. You know, one of the things that's happening is that we want to know that someone has our back. We want to know that we are creating an environment of safety around people. And you may say, well, what does this mean to be in a trust environment? You feel safe to voice your opinion, and vice versa. There's candor, there's integrity, there's things like honesty, vulnerability. All of these things are part of building trust. And that takes a lot of work. That's why I said in the beginning of the video is that leadership is doing the work. And it is hard work. It's the daily efforts that's got to happen every day. But if you're intentional about it, highly intentional about it, then you will definitely create those for your team and your employees. But there has to be an environment of trust, empathy, understanding of each other, so that way people can feel safe to voice, to speak, to talk about things. On both sides of the coin, could be good things, could be bad things, but if that environment needs to be cultivated where people can share and feel comfortable in that kind of environment. So that is about building trust, is number 3. Number 4 is holding each other accountable. And I know most people don't like the word accountability, and they don't like to hear about it. They feel like it's something that has to do with blaming or finding fault. That's not what accountability is about. I think that every leader in an organization or level, if we're talking about every leadership at every level, what has to happen is everyone has to know that they can say, for example, things happen, things didn't really measure up to what they be. So it takes a courage to say, you know, I could be better about this. I could really take a look at this, reflect on this situation, and I can be better, and I learned something from it, and here's what I can do to make it better next time. So I think that we all need leaders like that in our organization to say, here's what we've done, here's what we're learning, and hold each other accountable based on those situations that create a level of trust and accountability to go back and say, okay, here's how we can do this better. Here's what we're learning. And then how can we improve upon that, and taking a self-reflection by the accountability and ownership of each one of us. When no one takes accountability, when no one takes ownership, it just creates more problems for many, many, many teams. So it takes courage to hold each other accountable and yourself accountable in the process. But in order to serve everybody, we do have to have those 4 things that I talked about, because those are the things that takes a lot of work and a lot of intentions. But if you truly care about your team and your employees, and you want to take them to the next level to achieve the vision, having the vision a reality, then the work is the work, and doing the work every day. And there's going to be some rewards to that. So the work is not just work. There are some rewards in doing that. And if you've been in those, if you've been practicing those, then you'll see the rewards of all of these things, because these things create relationships, and relationships create better service. So if the outcome is to deliver exceptional service to your customers, you want to deliver the same type of service that you are delivering and serving your internal customers. So I appreciate you tuning into this video. I really appreciate you sharing your feedback. And I think there's more to come, obviously, as we learn through how to give the service not just to your customers, but your employees as well. And that's what it takes. It's as may not as simple as it sounds, but that's what it takes, is to build that. So I thank you so much for watching this, and feel free to contact me, as I love to learn more about you and how we can help and add value to your organization with great customer care. Thank you so much.